Hello, just a little introduction to this video. My name is Cameron. I'm a graduate apprentice software engineer currently studying at Glasgow University, and I'm recording this video attempting to solve a LeetCode question in order to rubber ducky decode and talk myself through solving a LeetCode question to help me understand the problem a bit better and to also be used as a resource for anyone who is trying to solve the question or has solved the question, maybe wants to see someone else's thought process behind solving it. So I'm just going to start now. I'm working through the LeetCode set of questions. So the next one that I'm doing is group anagrams. Okay. This is actually my first medium LeetCode question, so I'm actually going to set a timer. Okay, I thought it would give me some sort of time, like half an hour or whatever, but oh well. So, given an array of strings, group the anagrams together. You can return the answer in any order. An anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase, using all the original letters exactly once. So this is similar to another LeetCode question I've done in a previous video called valid anagram, and you were given two different strings and you had to prove that one string was an anagram of another. So I think I'm actually going to use some of the one of the ideas I used in that question here as well. So you're given an array of strings and you have to group them by anagram. So for instance, you've got T or eat and T, so that they're anagrams of each other because they both include the same letters. TAN and NAT are anagrams of each other because they have the same letters. But bat here, there's nothing like ABT or TAB or ATB. There's nothing like that here, so this is only anagram here. There's constraints down here. The length is greater than or equal to 1, and as the length is less than or equal to 10 to the power 4. The length of the, what's this? The length of the string, the length of each string in the array is less than or equal to 100 and greater than or equal to 0. So you could technically have like a empty string here somewhere. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, but it only consists of lowercase English letters, so no, that wouldn't be the case. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to my notes and jot down some ideas. So, group anagrams. So some ideas for this. I'm gonna also bring up. Oh, no, not contains. Look at, sorry, valid anagram. So for valid anagram, what I'd actually done was the solution was I sorted both of the strings, and then compared the length of each of them if they're the same. Okay, I think I've wrote that down wrong. I didn't actually compare the length of each of them. I then compare them. I basically just I sorted both of the strings, and if they were equal to each other, then they were an anagram. That is how I'd solve this. So here, I think I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna, I think what I'm gonna do is loop through all items. Loop through all items, and for each of them, I'm gonna sort them. Sort each item. So for instance, if it was eat, it would then become AET. So that means that once I sort all of these, I'm gonna go through and sort each of the individual items. And then once I've done that, so sort each of the items, so TEA would become AET, ETA would become AET. All of the anagrams would then be the same. If that I don't know if that makes sense, but if there are anagrams that exist, then they will both have the same. They'll have the same letters, and they'll also be in the same order as each other, so it'll be easy to group them together. So once you've looked through all of the items, loop again. You loop again. In fact, you wouldn't even loop again. Once you've looked through all of them, you've sorted all of them. Sort the entire array. So I would just take the array of individually sorted anagrams and just sort them so that you would have something like AET, 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 you'd have all of the anagrams of the same type all grouped next to each other. So yeah, so I'm just gonna write this down. So let's say for instance you had like bat, and then you had ATB, and then you had T, and then you had tab, right? So once you loop, this first loop would then go through and it would alphabetically sort each of them. So it would be ABT, and then it would be ABT, and then it would be AET, and then it would be ABT again, yeah. So this would be like the first step, this would be the second step, and then the third step would then be taking these and sorting them. So the first two would stay the same, but then the last two would get switched. So it would be ABT, and then the last one would be AET. And once you have this, this is then the three anagrams that can then be grouped together. This is one set of anagrams, and then this is another anagram. So all that's left is just to find, I think, just to find a way to group these. I guess you could just maybe loop through the array once more and check if, just maybe keep a track of the previous like item. So you'd be like, you would go to item 1 and you would say it's equal to ABT. What is the previous item? There is no previous item, so you can just ignore that. So you would add ABT to here. Then you would increment the index by 1 to go to the next ABT. But before you do that, you would then check, okay, what was the previous item added? It was ABT. All right, okay, then you can then add an ABT here. You go to the next ABT. Was the last one that was added an ABT? Yes, okay. You can add an ABT here as well. And then you would then go to the next one, AET. Okay, what was the last one that was added in ABT? Oh, it wasn't AET. Right, okay. Create a new array within this array. So a nested array or nested list, whatever it's called in Python, and add it here. And then, or yeah, then the list, yeah, then stop. So, I mean, I've worked out here. It's just trying to think of how I would write the code for this. Loop again, checking previous item. If it is, if it was, if it is this same as current, then add to the same nested list, or I'll just say array to keep it consistent. Otherwise, add to new nested array. Okay. So now it's just time to actually do that. So for anagram in strs, and then I'm just gonna do sort sorted anagram. And one thing I'm actually just going to do is just print strings here, because I can't remember if this sorted is in place or if it's by value or by reference basically. So I'm just going to see what this prints. I'm not really caring about what it. So no, it doesn't. It doesn't look like it is. So I can just do anagram is equal to sorted anagram. Would that work? For anagram and strings, anagrams equal to sorted anagram. Okay. I'm just gonna do for anagram in range. I'm just gonna do the length of. This is pretty much the same thing, but I'll just have to reference the index. So it would be strs anagram is equal to sorted anagram. Let's run this and see what we get. So this should be more like, what? Int object is not iterable. For anagram in range, that is int object is not iterable. What? Int is not iterable. It's iterating over the range of the length of strings, the array strings. Is it this? Is it this line? Let me just. just print anagram. Don't know what I'm doing here. What I'm doing wrong. I'm not quite sure. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. Okay, so strings 0, strings 1, strings 2, strings 3, strings 4, strings 5, so it should be referencing each of these. So what was it just to... Will this work? Well, I don't know what the problem is. Okay. I'm just gonna try... Is this gonna work? What? It's sorted in place? Print. Just like print this. This should work. Don't know what I'm doing wrong here. So this is what I'm wanting. See, AET, AET, ANT, AAT, ANT, ABT. So this is what I'm wanting. So this is returning like this array. So oh wait, is it trying to set this like this is an array here. Let's try running this. I think this is the exact same code I've tried to run before, but let's give it a go. Okay, it wasn't somehow. What was I doing before? Why was that wrong? Okay, yeah, that is why. Because I was trying to sort a number. For that's exactly why. Okay. Okay, so I can just continue. So that there is what I was looking for. I wanted each of them to be sorted. It looks like they're still. It looks like it's an array of characters, but that can be fixed. So the second thing that I was going to do is, okay, look through all the items, sort each of the items, then sort the entire array. That's easy enough to do. Sorted. So strs is equal to sorted strs. Okay, let's run this again. Perfect. This is what we want. So each of the anagrams are now like sorted, like grouped, almost. They're sorted and they're grouped. So this is an anagram. This is an anagram group. This is an anagram group, and this here is an anagram group as well. So all that's needs to be done now is group them. Okay. I'm just gonna go through the array once more and just set them to strings. I could probably do that. I could probably do that here. Is it just str string? I think it's just str. Yeah. Let's see what this is outputting. Nope. Why is it I'm gonna go sort a string Python. That is what I used. Okay. Dot join. Sorted returns a list. You can make it a string again using join. Okay, cool. That was simple. This dot join, and then it's this here. Did this work? Yes. Okay, we're getting somewhere. For anagram n range. So looping over it once more. We're gonna have a new. I'm just gonna have grouped anagrams. That's just gonna be an empty list. For anagram n range length strings. Okay. So it's just gonna loop over all of the items again. Yep. And for each of these, so it's gonna be while anagram is greater than 0, so it can't be when you're not on the first element, and anagram is less than or equal to or not, just less than the length of the array, you will then go into you do grouped anagrams. Let me just have a quick think here. And you so I said that you would keep a track of the previous item. Previous item is equal to an empty string. So previous item is equal to this. Okay. So if the previous item, what did I say? You would check if the previous item is equal to the current item, the current item, which would just be strs anagram. So if it's equal, then it's dot push or dot append, I can't remember, I think it's, I'll look it up. Yeah, it's dot append. Dot append. I'm also gonna keep a track of how many groups you've created. That's something that I'll need. Groups created. Just keep it at 0. Or just put like car underscore group. Current underscore group dot append anagram strs. Nope, wrong way around. Strs anagram. Okay. So if it's equal, then add it to the current group that you're on. Else, if the previous item is not equal to anagram, then you will increment it by 1, and then current group dot append. It's the same as here. This is kind of repeated, so this can just be done. No, for just to make it clearer for now, I'm just going to keep this the same. So you increment that by 1. I'm just going to print okay, yep, don't know if I had that in there. It's not defined. Ah. Hmm. Why is that? Okay, yeah, I don't know if I've got this while loop in here. Yeah, this can just be unindented. These can be moved out to here. I don't know how it can be out of range. Okay, I think it's because I've not actually created dot append and then just an empty array. Yeah. This should be, yeah, like this. Let's try this now. What? Group, okay, grouped. Not group. Okay, mostly compiled. It didn't work though. Okay, I never actually set the previous item. So once you've went through all this, the previous item, previous underscore item, should then just be equal to anagram or strs. Anagram. Let's see what we get. Okay. Maybe I can just take this away. This is promising. Okay. Um. Hmm. I'm gonna do something really hacky. But just because I've been spending so much time on this, I'm gonna return grouped underscore anagrams from the first, or I guess the first index, so like the second element to the end. Run. Oh wait, I've got this wrong, haven't I? Oh no. When you return it, you don't actually want it to be when you return it, it should be in the same order as before. Okay. Hmm. Um. So I'm gonna have to rethink this, I guess. So I'm gonna comment all this out for now. And this. And I'm gonna I think the top part's right. I'm gonna print strs. Let's see what we get. Okay, yep. Run. And we get, okay. I'm just gonna create dictionary, and that'll be a way to keep track of them. And I'm still going to have to keep a track of the original words as well. So this will have to be like a copy, I guess. So just put sorted anagrams is equal to this. So strings should now just stay the same, right? Okay. Okay, I'm not subscribed. I need to wait a couple of seconds. But it's an empty list, so I need to append it. Okay, cool. So we've got this, and then if I do print sorted anagrams, okay. For anagram unsorted, or no, I would just have to be the same as this up here. So the first thing is I want to have in this script, I want to have key value pairs with the key being the key being like this AET, AET, ANT, ABT, and the value being the index that it appears in. So it would be, the key would be AET, and then the indexes would be a list of 1 or 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 3 it would be. And then it would be ANT, and that would be 2 and 4. And then ABT would just be 5. Okay. Okay. Let's just try and do that then. So the first thing I need to do is check if it exists. Let's see, there's probably something in W3 schools. Python dictionaries. Check if a given key exists in a dictionary. Okay. Well, that was easy. So for anagram, if if anagram, or if sorted underscore anagrams anagram is in groups sorted sorted anagram or no, so groups, this goes in here. So the key is equal to, so if it's not in, create an empty list and put in, just put in anagram. To make it a bit clearer, I'm just going to do this dot append anagram. Okay. Else so once I do this, if I print this, it should end up with a dictionary with the keys as what? That was the syntax, right? Okay, if in, that is what it said, right? If, okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. You know, right, okay. So now, for all of the anagrams, for all of the anagrams, I think what I'm gonna end up just doing is this is starting to fry my brain a bit. Create a list, have this grouped anagrams list, or whatever I'm calling it, grouped anagrams, and then loop through each of these, AET, ANT, and ABT, and for each of them, I'll create a new list, append anagram indexes 0, 1, and 3, then go on to the next one. Okay, so grouped anagrams is equal to this. And I'm just going to say for item in groups, I'm going to append a new list. Current group. Is equal to 0 to start off with. For item and groups, append. Okay. So now if I just print grouped underscore anagrams, I should just have 3 empty lists and grouped anagrams. Okay. Okay, so for each of these 4 grouped, for group and grouped anagrams, and then for each of these, for item, okay, so for index and groups, current group, so this will go to loop through each of these. So for each of the indexes, you're going to do group dot append group dot append you're going to append strs, it's not sorted, strs, and it's going to be index. Let's print grouped anagrams. This should be close if it compiles. This should be what? For index and groups. So you can like index into a dictionary, right? That's a thing. Index into dictionary Python. Okay, yep, okay. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. What happens if I turn a list, a group into a list? List groups, print groups, just out of curiosity. For index, flip through dictionary. For index groups, and here, so for index groups in this, for index groups and groups, I'm just going to comment this out for now and just put a print statement. Print index groups. I'm going to take away a lot of these. Don't need them. Okay. Okay, so this is just printing this, so for this, and then for each of these. Okay, that is, I can't have that up 3 for loops. So, what am I going to have to do? I think I'm stumped. This groups that I have, this is... Can I just remove all the keys? Remove keys from dictionary Python. But keep values. Okay, no, I think that's... what do I have with this groups? I'm gonna print it up here. What? Okay. Oh, that's gonna throw an error. And what happens again if I turn this into a list? No, just remove the items. Remove keys, look through a dictionary, index into dictionary Python. Dot values, let's try that. Groups dot values. What? Okay, this is good. This is getting somewhere. Groups is equal to groups dot values. Cast this to a list. Okay, so then you would just do for index groups in groups. So this is for each of them, and then for index in group. The index is just equal to strs index. Will that work? Am I losing the plot? Hmm. For index group in range length of groups. this is going to loop through each one of these, for each of these, then loop in each of these for index in range length of the index group. Groups index group. So each of these is equal to strs index. The length of the index the length of groups let's try this. Strings index range. So for I range 3, so for index in range, the length of groups, let's say 0, so that would also be like 3. Okay. Int object is not subscribable. What? So you're indexing into groups. Okay, yeah, this is fine. And for each of those index groups. Oh, wait, like this? Like this? This bit outside? Ooh, this might be it, this might be it, this might be it. Okay. Forget all of that, forget all of that. Okay. Return groups. Come on. The other two test cases are right. This is correct though. 0, 0, 1 and 3, so 8T8. 8T8, yeah, that's right. There must be something. I've messed up here. So for index groups in range length of groups. So for each of the groups here, so this one, this one, this one. So for each of these, for index in range length of groups, index groups. So for length 3, length 2. So for index and range. So if index groups is equal to 0, it's going to go here. It's going to go 0. Is equal to this, is equal to this. Okay. Come on. String out range. Come on. Okay, that works. Submit, please work. Finally! Okay, I'm happy with that. I can quite happily tick this. Oh well. Have you watched? Okay, no one, no one watched it. 1 hour and 11 minutes of me struggling to solve this. But if you watched this and enjoyed it, which you didn't, if you watched this and found it to be useful in any way, please let me know and leave a comment. It would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this, and I'm going to sleep now. Bye.